At least 4 shootings have been reported in the district since noon. What we're learning about 3 teens shot. Plus, Commanders rookie Brian Robinson Jr. makes his debut. What he's saying tonight. And a one-of-a-kind festival returns to Frederick, Maryland. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Annalisa Gale. It's another chilly one tonight and a frost advisory. We start with meteorologist Scott Sumner now. Scott, plants are inside this time.
Oh, good. Yes, indeed. No need to cover them up. They are inside protected. But if you happen to have them outside, hopefully you did already cover them for your evening ahead here overnight. It'll be just as chilly in some places as it was last night. Now, we have some very light winds. We have also clear skies out there. Clear skies, light winds this time of year certainly adds to the recipe of being a little on the colder side. So the National Weather Service has issued these cold and alerts, basically a frost advisory here, where you see the temperatures getting down usually into the middle 30s, sometimes a little lower than that, flirting with the freezing mark across the area. And as far as the record lows, well, I don't think we're going to hit too many of these, certainly not the Hagerstown, Winchester, or maybe even the Martinsburg one. But it might be close at Martinsburg. It may be close at D.C. as well. We'll keep an eye on that for overnight lows tonight and going into your Monday. And, of course, I'll have your 7-day forecast coming up, too.
Thanks, Scott. Developing now, D.C. police are investigating a triple shooting in the Shaw neighborhood tonight. Our Daniel Hamburg was on the scene as police surrounded that area. Daniel, what are they telling you?
Lisa, 3 men were shot around 5:45 tonight at the corner of O and 7th Street. They were taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay. A shot spotter alerted police to multiple rounds of gunfire. Officers nearby also heard the shots and were on the scene right away. Police found those 3 men shot. Several cars were also struck, but no one else was hurt. Investigators found multiple shell casings on scene and are searching for video of the shooting. Captain Chris Moore says it appears to be a targeted drive-by shooting. He says there's no evidence the other shootings across the city today are related to this one. Police say 2 men were seen driving off in a black sedan with a faded colored roof. This all happened right next to the Kennedy Rec Center.
The rec center is closed. The inside's closed, but but the outside's open, and people are playing basketball, things like that. But it's a place where people hang out on a regular basis. If anybody has any information, please call. We're trying to put an end to this gun violence as much as we can. 202-727-9099.
Now, Ward 2 council member Brooke Pinto, who represents that area, tweeted tonight saying, quote, "It's clear we must get guns off our streets and deal with this unacceptable violence." She'll be hosting a public safety discussion next week. She says details will be coming soon. In the studio, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Thanks, Daniel. And this afternoon, as Daniel hinted at, there were also 3 teens injured in separate shootings in parts of Southeast. The first shooting happening just before 1 p.m. in the 2600 block of Bernie Place. That's where they found a teen boy who was shot. No word on his condition. The second came in just before 2:30 p.m. near 15th and Massachusetts Ave. We're told another teenage boy was shot and taken to the hospital for treatment. Police do have a lookout in that case for a silver Nissan with tinted windows. And the third teenage boy was shot shortly after 4 p.m. in the 3400 block of Stanton Road Southeast. He is expected to be okay. And breaking news just into our newsroom, those 3 teens shot in those multiple locations, again, are expected to be okay. We'll have much more on that coming up later on in the show. Switching now over to FedEx Field now, where a gunshot survivor returned to the field after an attempted robbery in the district. Our Brandy Flores has the latest on Brian Robinson Jr.'s debut. Hey, Brandy, how did that go?
Hey, Annalisa. Well, for Brian Robinson, it went great. The Washington Commanders were at FedEx Field hosting the Tennessee Titans earlier today. And as you mentioned, one of the biggest storylines was the return of rookie running back Brian Robinson Jr. Just 5 weeks ago, he was shot twice in the leg after an attempted robbery in Washington, D.C. And after practicing all week, he was activated off the injury list yesterday. And offensive coordinator Scott Turner said he was not going to get too many carries due to his injury and the fact that it is still his rookie year in the league. It's his first game. But how about this for a first carry? He is going to take it 8 yards, nearly get the first down, but unfortunately, this spectacular run was called back. due to a penalty committed by the Commanders. Robinson ended the day with 9 carries, averaging 2.4 yards per carry. He totaled 22 yards, which was the most on the team today. And after the game, here's what Robinson had to say about his NFL debut.
You know, I never want to take it for granted. You know, I want to leave everything on the field every time I get a chance to play. So my mindset is just, keep making, strive, in the right direction. Hopefully, we can pull something together. I thought we fought. I thought we played hard. Obviously we can get better in some areas. But, as this being my first time being a part of the game plan, then I can have, new goals, going to the next weekend, how I can help the team be better next weekend.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Commanders did end up losing during Brian Robinson's debut against the Tennessee Titans, but I'm going to have all those details and much more coming up at 10 o'clock.
Well, it was a win for him on the field, so
yes.
Thank you so much for that update, Brandy. Now to Virginia. You may have noticed that flags are at half-staff today in Virginia at local, state, and federal buildings. It's all in honor of the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial Service. In a statement, Governor Glenn Youngkin saying, "We remember those that have been killed in the line of duty and made the ultimate sacrifice protecting their communities." The flags remained at half-staff until sunset. Well, tomorrow, the 45-man team from the Virginia Task Force is returning home after helping with cleanup in Florida following the devastation left behind by Hurricane Ian. The team arriving in Florida on September 25th to aid FEMA in supporting local officials and communities. Well, a new study by the CDC shows homicides and suicides committed by guns are up by more than 30%. And we know the DMV is feeling the impact of gun violence. Our Yamari Sese spoke to advocates in Prince George's County to hear their perspectives on those numbers.
Across the country, people are seeing more gun violence in their communities, and that includes right here in Prince George's County.
Gun violence is a racial justice and public health crisis, which disproportionately impacts communities of colors, especially those underfunded and disadvantaged minority communities.
According to the CDC, there was an 8% increase in homicides and suicides involving guns from 2020 to 2021. And those who are non-Hispanic, Black, and African Americans are impacted the most by firearm homicides.
It's really sad when you think about it. And because the amount of resources and things that we can put into cities to counter these things, it's not there. And then there's no will within Congress to do anything as well.
Sherman Hardy is an activist in Prince George's County. He says more needs to be done.
Far too long, there's been a disinvestment when it comes to gun violence. If you're not going to secure us in one way, at least come on the back end and fund so that we can definitely provide more resources to our communities.
And that includes mental health resources, especially among the youth.
She's witnessed gun violence. She's seen people begging for mercy for their lives, and it struck me that a lot of teenagers and people are walking around with this residual trauma.
And also being aware of who has a gun.
You know somebody and see somebody who typically has a history of mental health concerns, or they're showing some signs of it. There should be mechanisms in place for us to be able to kind of report that and have the assistance of some agency or some entity.
But most importantly, be willing to have uncomfortable conversations.
To get into the communities and start talking to individuals, there and ask them what it is that they need in order to curb and curtail a lot of the gun violence in their community.
Reporting in Prince George's County, I'm Yamari Sese, DC News Now.
Well, and DC police need your help with identifying a suspect in a second-degree burglary. That incident happened on October 1st, just before 3 a.m. on M Street Northwest. Security cameras capturing someone breaking the store window and stealing an item. Police are offering up to $1,000 for any tips leading to an arrest. Well, it has been a chilly one, and it's another chilly night, Scott.
Yeah, absolutely. At least it's been a dry day and a sunny day as well, so that was nice. The afternoons have been nice this weekend, but like I said, last night was a chilly one, and tonight is going to be much of the same. Right now, we're seeing temperatures in the viewing area, whether you're in Virginia, West Virginia, or Maryland into the 40s and 50s. We're looking at 53 in Annapolis, 56 at D.C., but 10 degrees cooler up the I-270 corridor in Frederick at 46 degrees. Copy that at Leesburg. Then we're into the 40s at Winchester, Woodstock, Luray, all middle 40s there. Hagerstown still holding on to 53 degrees. Winchester or Westminster at 52 degrees. We've got clear skies, and as I mentioned to you at the top of the hour, clear skies, light winds brings in the chill across the region. Will this front have any impact in our area? Not really. We have another front that we're looking at as an impactful source of weather for us. So if tomorrow in Columbus Day, if you want to go out and do some yard work, I know it's October, but in the afternoon it's going to be good. Absolutely. That's what I put there. Good for yard work if you want to do that. All right, anyway, let's look at the headlines here. Frosty start to Monday, especially west of I-95. Warming up this week. We've got showers and possible thunderstorms in for Thursday, and then cool, sunny, and breezy again as we end the week and go into next weekend.